All right, so in this session, we're going to be looking at how to create online forms with Google Forms. So now I'm sure you should have probably heard of Google Forms, and maybe you have filled one before. Now I'll show you how to create forms, how to send the data that was fed into that form, how to send it to a Google Sheet so you can have everything in a tabular form. So very quickly, we'll head over to forms.google.com. All right, now there are two ways to do this. You can create the form by coming over to forms.google.com and creating a new form here. So click on this blank sheet to create a new form. Now these are the forms I've created with this account. You can click on blank here to create a new form, or you can go to your drive, then you either right click and click on Google Forms, or you come here and click on new, then you click on Google Forms. So whichever way you do it, you will find the form here in your Google Drive because it is part of Google Workspace. So we just click on blank and then give it a minute. All right, so this is the dashboard of our form. We'll rename the form. We'll call it test. Oh no, this is a test. All right, and then we'll rename the form in our drive here. This is a test. So in case we want to move it to any folder, any other folder outside of the home folder of our Google Drive, you can click here and then move it to any folder. But for now, I don't want to move it to any folder. I want to leave it at the root folder. So now these are the questions. This is the first question. We'll put first name. So Google's AI has automatically detected that first name would require a short answer, so they changed it to short answer. But if you do not want it to be a short answer, you can click here and choose what kind of answer you want it to be. You want it to be a paragraph, you want it to be multiple choice, you want it to be checkboxes, a drop down, you want them to upload a file, a linear scale. However, whatever type of answer you want the person to provide, you click on it here. So we'll use the short answer, and then we'll put last name. Okay, short answer also, and then we'll put age. So what we'll do, I'll make sure that I create a question that has each of these answer types. So that's what we'll do to make so that we can cover every one of these. So for age, we'll use linear scale. So because we want persons between the age range of 16 and 20 to fill this form. So instead of short answer, we'll change the age to linear scale, and then from 1 to 5, that is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, that's 1 to 5. So the first option will put 16 and the last will put 20. All right, that is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, exactly 5. All right, so when we preview this form, we'll see. Let us preview the form and see how it is like. We'll see, okay, people are able to choose their age range if they are 16, or if they are 17, or 18, or 19, or 20. All right, so let's continue, and then would create a new question, and this will be a paragraph. We'll say about, we'll call it about. So here we would ask the persons to tell us about themselves. So it should be a paragraph and not just a short answer. So we need them to talk. So it says long text answer. So, and then let us create checkboxes. So now You see, they have multiple choice and then there are checkboxes. So the difference between multiple choices and checkboxes is that with multiple choice, a person can only choose one. The person cannot choose two. So, but with checkboxes, the person can choose more than one of these. You understand? So we'll use multiple choice, and then this question will say gender. So because you can only have one gender, so here we'll put male. Okay, these are suggestions. We'll add or so we have male, female, prefer not to say, or other. So when you add other, in case the option that applies to the person is not here, Google will allow the person to type in the particular option that applies to him or her. All right. So for gender, for the question gender, multiple choices work very well. And then we'll add a new question, and this will be favorite colors. Favorite colors. We'll make these check boxes so they can choose more than one. Many persons have more than one favorite color. So the first option will be red, and then we'll have green, we'll have blue, we'll have white, we'll have yellow, we'll have black. I learned black is not a color, but we'll just add black, and then we'll add pink. There's a lot. I think we'll stop here. We'll add purple. All right. So because these are checkboxes, these persons will be able to choose more than one favorite colors. All right. And then we'll add a new question. We have used short answer, we have used paragraph, multiple choices, checkboxes. We choose drop down. So drop down are just like multiple choices. The difference is that this one it will be a drop down, so they will have to click on it and then choose one of the options. So we'll say um planet. So that will mean we use drop down. So we'll say planet. That will mean what planet are you from? We have Earth. We just put four. We have Mars, then we have Jupiter. So we have the new question. This will be multiple choice grid. I'll call it t-shirts. And there's something about this multiple choice grid. This multiple choice grid, it usually works with things that have multiple attributes. For example, that's why I use a t-shirt. So a t-shirt has color and it has sizes. So you want someone to be able to choose what color and what size. So this way it works. So the first row will add two options. It will be this will be the first row will be for sizes. So this will be size. Okay, the sizes will be medium, large, and extra large. And then the columns will be color. We say blue, then we say black, then we say white. All right. So they can choose. Now let us preview this and see how it is. All right. So you can choose a blue t-shirt and then choose which size. So if we pick this, so if we are picking this, it means it's a blue t-shirt with this size. And then if we are picking this, it's black t-shirt with small size. We are picking white, or we can only pick one of these column. Okay. So we can only pick one of the row rather. So I cannot pick two of these. I can only pick one of these row. I can only pick one size. Alright, so we'll get back, and then this time we'll use checkbox grid. So we'll just duplicate this. The difference between the checkbox grid and the multiple choice grid is that this is in bullets while this is in checkboxes. So we just use t-shirt boxes, and then we'll convert it to check grid. Alright, so this works well. And then we would add a new question. Dates. So we would say dates. Then we'd add a new question. We'll say date of birth or birthday. Then we'd add a new question. This will be time. That's the last for us to cover. We say wake up, daily wake up time. Alright, so we just created our first Google form. It saves automatically. All changes saved in Drive. So now we can preview this form. Let us see how it is. Alright, so this is our form and this is how it looks like. This is how people will see it. You can put your first name, last name, age, about you, gender, favorite colors, your planet, and then the t-shirt and all of that. So that's how to add our form. So in the next video I'll show you how to add the descriptions to each of these questions, so you can add detailed description so the person can understand what they are asked to answer.